All right, so I'll be completely honest. When I saw this advertised, when Insta360 was like, "Hey, we have a quick reader," I was like, I don't quite get it. I don't understand who uses this. But it's not necessarily for those that use an Insta360 camera like this that have necessarily my workflow. I capture and then download to Insta360 Studio on a computer, and then throw that footage into, let's say, Final Cut, and do the remainder of my editing there. So I carry a bunch of SD cards, etc., etc. So having a quick reader, I'll be honest, not overly useful for me. I do think there are a couple things that I could find that I would probably use this. But this I think is really big for those that use this by itself or strictly with their smartphone. All right, so what is this? Basically, this allows you to put one of two things. It allows you to put an SD card in it. It could be the SD card that's physically in there right now that you're recording to, or allows you to put a secondary SD card in here so that you can record from this directly to this card versus recording to the internal card. So why does that matter? Well, number one, if you are recording to this camera and then using, let's say, your smartphone, that transfer from here to here is all wireless. And it's not fast. Number one, not fast. Two things that this does. Number one is it drains this battery. Number two is it drains this battery. So if you're out and about for a day of shooting and you're like, hey, I'm running out of power, something like this can really come in handy, not only because it's faster, but it takes a lot of that needed battery away from these devices, which is cool. Second thing, of course, is that this allows you to plug this directly into the slot on the side here, and inside your settings, be able to tell the Insta360 to record to the SD card that you'd put in here versus in here. Why would you want that? I'm not 100% sure, but maybe you would, just because this way you can leave the card in here so you don't lose it, and have another one in here, right? Maybe it's faster. I don't know, but let's try it out first, just to show you how it works. So here's the Insta360 One X2, and one of the things I believe you will have to do is that it does plug into this slot over here. So just like the Insta360 One R, whenever you are adding like the mic adapter or any kind of adapter, this door has to come off. So just make sure when you pull that door off, and it's just a real light pull. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does have like a little tiny, like a bubble, like on the end of it, so that it can go back in here. Don't lose that, because that'll make you sad. All right, and then we open up this quick reader vertical version. You guys can see it right there, right? The vertical version. Okay, made for, all right, MFI, so it's certified, all kinds of goodness right there. And we're gonna just crack that open so we can show you just how it connects, and of course, how you can use it as a recording device. Because I could actually see that if you're out and about and you're just like, I'm gonna put an SD card in here, so when this one's full or vice versa, then I have it. So, all right, just give me 2 secs here. All right, so there's the box. It doesn't really feel like there's anything in it. It's like, this is kind of it. That may actually be, that's literally it. That's it. That's all you get. Okay, I'm down with it. And pull that apart. Ready? There you be. You guys see that? That's it. And you'll see there's a USB-C, and I believe if you pop the lid, there's your Lightning. So depending on if you have an iPhone or if you have like an Android. As far as I know, I think if you have an iPad, especially an iPad Pro or the new iPad Air, I was like, oh cool, you could use that Lightning. But supposedly no, and I don't know if it's an issue. I don't think it's an issue with Insta360. It's an issue with Apple not opening up what that port's capable of doing. So hopefully they'll do that in an update. Peel off all the little stickers. You guys can see it there. It's pretty simple in what it does. Again, there's a USB-C, and there is where your SD card is gonna go, right in there. So very simple like this. All it does, just so you guys see how to use it, all it does is it's gonna sit on here. So simply, this is what's gonna connect into your phone. And because I have an iPhone, Lightning, and all we would do is put our SD card in here and snug that up. Click, right? And at this point in time, because it would have actual Insta360 footage on there, it would actually be able to move it. And you'll actually see, right? You see here, it actually come up. Insta360 would like to communicate with the quick reader. Yeah, allow. And it automatically will, at this point, if I had an SD card in there, be able to move the footage from this, either copy it to your phone, which is cool, or edit directly off the card reader. And that's a really big one, is you can edit directly off the card reader so that you don't have to be firing this large amounts of data to your phone constantly, taking up time and battery and internal storage, because especially on an iPhone, internal storage comes at a premium, you know? So, and then we just pull that out when we're done and you're ready to rock and roll. Awesome. Now, if you want to connect that to your camera because you want to use this as external storage, then all you're going to do, same idea, is that you're going to take this. This can only slide in one way, and you'll see that the USB port is on the bottom of this kind of like square area. So it fits in like that. Okay, it only goes in one way. Once you power this on, and again, you have an SD card inside there. Hopefully you can see all this. It's pretty easy. So switching to quick reader mode will automatically restart. I'm gonna say no to this right now because maybe you didn't do that to start with. So if we actually come in here and we go to our settings, go into general, you'll see USB mode, and right here you can go to quick mode or quick reader. And if you were to tap this, it would prompt you to restart. Once it's restarted, it now is recording to this. Now, again, this can be a real bonus for, and I was just thinking about this right now, if you're a person that goes through footage a lot, because let's say you have this mounted to your motorcycle like I would, or you have it mounted to your helmet, or you have it mounted to a tripod or whatever. Having access to this and being able to move it to your phone and plug back in and move it to your phone is just way faster than having to, you know, maybe take all this off and get the card out and take the battery out and et cetera, where this, you would just be like, okay, cool. We'll just unplug that, pop it into your phone, transfer your footage, cool, unplug it, plug it back in here. Faster? Oh yeah, that's way faster. And if you didn't think that you'd need to use more than 2 cards, you could actually fill this one up first, start the transfer phase on your phone, so you're transferring, and then just put a card internally, set it back internally, and then start recording again, and you're good, right? It's nice and fast. Pretty cool little device. I think it's a nice little add-on for those that do a lot of Insta or a lot of 360 shooting. If you're a person that shoots, you know, here and there, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of B-roll. Is it a needed accessory? No, it's a nice accessory. But if you're someone that shoots with the 360 camera, the X2, a lot, I think you'll really like this, especially if you shoot this a lot with your smartphone for editing and storage and stuff like that, because you want to be able to shoot, edit, and share, right? So yeah, very nice. I'll put links down below if you guys are interested to Insta360's website. And yeah, that's kind of cool. All right, my friends, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and we'll see you guys next video. And don't forget this, right? This little guy. It's just, you just kind of get it back in that spot, be real delicate, and it pops. Just be delicate with it, because now it's back in there, and you're sealed again. Cool.